We will draw the front view, top view and left side view of the object shown here. Front view direction is indicated here, and the space requirement for this is very critical. A4 size sheet is just sufficient to draw the front view and top view, or front view and side view. So you have to plan your sheet very carefully. Now this shows an A4 sheet here. This is 297 width and 210 height. In this, you see, the front view requirement is a square of 80 by 80, and the top view requirement is 12 plus 65 plus this 30, that is 107 millimeters. 107 millimeters plus 80, that is 187 millimeters, whereas the total space available here is 210 millimeters. So it is almost snug fit, so you have to plan your drawing very carefully. So when you start the drawing, start the front view very close to the top line here, so that this will be the front view and you have enough space to draw the top view here. Of course, the side view, there is a lot of flexibility on this side because this width is 297 millimeters. So we start with the front view, which is we start with this frame, that is 80 by 80 square, and then add this and then draw the cylinder and then the rib. Okay. So line, almost we leave almost a very few millimeters there. Put it in ortho mode, 80 down by 80, to the left by 80, up by 80. So that is base. In this we have to fillet these corners here. Fillet radius is given as 20 millimeters. So for that you must draw a line here, 20 millimeter down, 20 millimeter to the right, and repeat line from here, 20 millimeter down, 20 millimeter to the left. So now we have come to the centers of those two fillets, and you have to draw an arc, center, start and end. Okay, center, start and end 90 degrees. Okay, repeat this, center, start and end here. Now leave the corners thin. In this case we'll trim these corners. Okay, there is a line there which cannot be deleted. Delete this line and also this line, this line, this line. Come out of the command and then now trim this line, trim this line, trim this line, and then enter line, correct it here. So that is the backside surface. And now we have to show those two holes whose centers are 50 millimeters apart and 20 millimeters down. So for this, from the center we come down by 20 millimeters and then go to the left line, from the center come down by 20 millimeters and go to the left by 25 millimeters. That will be the center for that circle. Similarly on this side it will be, from there you come to the right by 50 millimeters. So you have the two centers of those holes. Then draw a circle from this center of two holes 5 10, radius 5 millimeters, and repeat circle from here, radius 5 millimeters, and then erase this line and this line. Again select this line, delete. Those are the two holes which are seen as circles in the front view. Now we will draw this base. Okay, it will be seen as three rectangles there. One rectangle of 10 by 10 here, another rectangle of 10 by 10 on the other side, and then one rectangle at the center of width 60 millimeters. So from here go up by 10 millimeters, that is the thickness of the base, to the right by 10 millimeters and to the right by 60 millimeters and to the right by 10 millimeters. Now you can see there is a line of 10 millimeter here and another line of 10 millimeter here. So repeat line from the end of this line drawn by 10 millimeters, again from the end of this line down by 10 millimeters. So that is the base. Actually here this vertical surface, this between this point and this here, there is a vertical surface which will be seen as a vertical line on this side and another vertical line on the other side, and that is what is shown here. This line and this line are the vertical surfaces. Now we have to draw that cylinder. So line from the center of this to the right by 20 millimeters, up by height of the cylinder 30 millimeter, to the left by diameter 40 millimeter, down by height 30 millimeters. That is the cylinder. Now we have to draw the hole in that. From the center of this go to the right by half, 12.5, enter, down throughout up to the base, that is 30 plus 10 40 millimeters, because the hole is a through hole, and repeat line from the end of this 25 millimeters and go up by 40 millimeters. Okay, so that is the hole. Now these two lines are hidden outlines of the hole, so they have to be dashed line. Select this, attach property to that, line type hidden. Close this, escape. Now MA stands for match properties. Match properties of this to this. Enter. That's the whole. Now we'll draw a center line there. Draw a center line from this to this. That is the central axis of the hole. Similarly, we'll draw center lines for the two holes. This hole, repeat center line. This, draw center lines. A little bigger it has become, so we'll delete that and make it a little center line cross. That should be sufficient, and then delete this. That's better. And now we have to draw that rib from here. From the center, go to the right by half the width of the rib, 5 millimeters. Come down up to this point on that line. Draw it a little longer, we can trim it later. And then repeat line from the end of this 5 millimeters to the left, down, draw a little line from the end of this line, trim this, select all, trim this portion and trim this portion. So that completes the front view of this object. Now we have to draw the top view. So to draw the top view, first we draw the backside wall, that is 12 millimeter by 80 millimeter line. Take alignment from here, almost no place there, 80 millimeters, 12 millimeters, to the left by 80 millimeters, up by 12 millimeters. So that is the backside wall. Now we have to draw the base, that is I have to draw this. Okay, to draw this, first we locate the axis which is at a distance of 65 millimeters and then proceed. So line from the center of this, you must go down by 65 millimeters, 65 millimeters, and then draw a from here 30 millimeters down 65 millimeters, 60 millimeters up by 65 millimeters. We got that rectangle. Now we have to draw that semicircle here. So draw arc, center, start and end, center, start point and then end point. Now we'll remove unwanted lines, that is this line and this line. Leave them thin in your case. Then we have to draw that hole there, cylinder and that hole. So circle with this as center. This is 40 millimeters. Circle this 20 radius. Then hole will be 12.5 radius. That is the cylinder with a hole. Now in this corner we have to make fillets here. For that, what to do is, from here must come down by 10 millimeters and to the left by 10 millimeters, and similarly from here come down by 10 millimeters to the right by 10 millimeters. So you will come to the centers of these arcs. Now draw arc, center, start and end, center, start, enter, draw arc, center, start and end, center, start and end. That is one fillet. Then center, start and then end. Come out of the command. Now remove those unwanted lines, this line, this line, this line and then this line. Delete. And also some lines have to be trimmed there. Trim, select all, this line and then this line. Okay. That is top view. Now we have to draw the outlines of the hole, hidden outlines of the hole. They will be here. Distance from the center is 25 millimeters. So from this come to the right by 25 millimeters, down by 12 millimeters. So actually this is axis of that hole. Now outline of the hole will be 5 millimeters on this side and 5 millimeters on this side, and similarly on this side. So to mark the outlines of the hole, repeat line. From here we come to 5 millimeters to the right and down by 12 millimeters and to the left by 10 millimeters and up by 12 millimeters. So you get the outline. The center one is center line and these two are hidden outlines. And similarly repeat line, from the center of this go to the left by 25 millimeters, come down by 12 millimeters, to the right by 5 millimeters, up by 12 millimeters and to the left by 10 millimeters and down by 12 millimeters. Okay. So now you have to attach properties. What I'll do is I will delete this line, and also delete this line. Draw a center line there. Draw a center line from the end of this to the middle of this. Similarly, draw a center line from the middle of this to the end of this. Okay, and then this line, this line, and this line, and this line. Properties, type of line, they have to be hidden lines. Okay, escape and close. So those are the hidden outlines of the hole. Now we have to show the rib from here, from the this to the right by rib thickness is 10 millimeters, to the right by 5 millimeters, and you just draw a line, later we'll trim it. Enter, repeat line from this to the left by 5 millimeters, and then draw another line here. Then trim this portion, this portion, this portion, and this portion. So that will be top view. Now we'll add center lines to this. Draw center lines with this, like this. Okay, so that is the top view. Now we'll draw the left side view. First we'll draw this back side wall, and then we'll draw this horizontal base, and then cylinder and this rib. So we take horizontal alignment from here, go up by 80 millimeters. Thickness of the base is 12 millimeters, so 12 millimeters, 80 millimeters down, and 12 millimeters to the left, that is the base. Then this portion, it will be 65 plus 30, that is 95 from here. So repeat line from here, this will be 95. Thickness is 10 millimeters, so go up by 10 millimeters, to the left by 95 millimeters. Okay, then we'll draw the cylinder. Cylinder is from here we come to the by 30 millimeters, and that will be the axis. Go up by 30 millimeters, to the right by 20 millimeters, which is radius of the cylinder, down by 30 millimeters, which is height of the cylinder. Now go to the left by 40 millimeters, which is diameter of the cylinder. Go up by 30 millimeters, height of the cylinder, and back to this. Enter. So this is axis of the hole, and this is outline of the cylinder. Delete this, undo. Okay, delete this line, also delete this line. Now we have to draw the outline of the hole, whose diameter is 25 millimeters. So from the center here, 12.5 on this side, down by 30 plus 10 whole throat, that is 40, to the left by 25, up by 40 millimeters. Okay, and then delete this line and delete this line which you have used for construction of this. Now match properties, make them dashed. Okay, match this to this and this. Okay, now we will draw the center line there, delete this line, draw a center line, that is axis of the hole. Now we'll have to show the outlines of these two holes. So line from the top, the axis is at a distance of 20 millimeters. So come down by 20 millimeters. Horizontal, this is 12 millimeters. Go up by 5 millimeters. Radius of hole to the left by 12 millimeters. Down by 10 millimeters. To the right by 12 millimeters. So those are the outlines of the hole. With recent inputs, go to match properties of this to this and to this. Now we have to draw this as a center line, delete this line, then draw a center line from the here. Okay, that is the center line. Now we have to draw that rib here. Rib will be an arc. Draw arc, start, end and radius. Start, end and radius. Okay, start, and this is end, and radius should be 50 millimeters. Enter 50 there, 50, enter. That is the rib. Write dimensions as shown and finish the drawing, and that completes the drawing.